I got the call about 2:30 in the afternoon, and they said, well, you've got an hour to get here. Well, first they said, it's your lucky day, you know, we found a donor for you. And I was just, you know, all excited, and couldn't wait to tell everybody, but I had an hour to fill my stomach full of food and get ready to go.
Yeah, so with Jan, she was very ill going into the transplant. Now, she was still coming in from home, but she was about as sick as you could be and still be able to make it outside the hospital.
And then we got here, my daughter met me here, my husband met me here, and it was just, you know, the people were so friendly and so nice and just made you feel so totally at ease when you got here. And they admitted me and went to my room and did all kinds of tests and x-rays and things like that. And I wasn't alone for a second, so I didn't even have time to really think about anything. Everything was just, you know, one thing right after the other, and then before I knew it, it was 4 o'clock in the morning and I was being shipped downstairs to the operating room. Due
to the well-established infrastructure that's here, there's layers of expertise that help out with the case in the perioperative care and even the post-operative care. So for example, when we do a liver transplant, we have a dedicated liver transplant anesthesia team. We have a dedicated scrub tech that'll come in that just does liver transplants with us. There's just a handful of them. So there's a lot of comfort in knowing it'll be people that are very well trained and have expertise in that area.
UAB has a wonderful reputation, and I think that in itself made me feel confident. Everybody from the transporters on up to the doctors, nurses, anesthesiologists, ward secretaries, nobody could have been any nicer. And I just felt totally at ease the minute I walked in. I've never had that kind of a peaceful, calming feeling anywhere that I've ever been, I don't think.
Our program is consistently rated in the top 10, both for volume and probably more important for outcomes. And we measure outcomes based upon 1 and 3 year survival. We have performed over 1,500 liver transplants here at UAB, and we strive to have ancillary support staff that really can work well with the patient, that feel comfortable in taking care of sick patients with complex medical problems and lots of issues.
I had my surgery 3 years ago, this past October 27th, which was '09. And up until that point, I guess I was really sick for about a year before that. Just went downhill real fast. But I felt like, well, you know, I survived this. I think I can survive anything. I'm going to be okay. I have an ugly scar, but other than that, I felt incredible. You may not be able to ride a roller coaster anymore, or, you know, go bungee jumping or something like that, but you can enjoy your family, and you can still go to the movies, and you can still go do the fun things. I went to Disney World, you know, with my grandchildren, my daughter, and, you know, just had a lovely time, and I'm not really isolated like I thought I might be as to things that I can do.
Looking at Miss Duke's liver sickness score going into it, her predicted 90-day mortality was almost 50%. And then following a liver transplant, we know that our predicted mortality at 1 year is about 10%. So you markedly reduce the risk of mortality following that. And you know, a lot of times when you do the transplant, when you finish it, you got a gut feeling of how well things are going to go. So her transplant went really smoothly. She got just a little bit of blood during the case, and it wasn't rocky at all. And the liver started making bile at the end of the case, and it's just one of those where you had a good feeling, kind of a visceral feeling, knowing that things are going to go well with this case.
The people were so nice, the nurses, the doctors, the transporters. I mean, I wrote a letter to the hospital after I got home and recuperated a little bit, and even mentioned people by name because they made that much of an impact on me. I want to be there for other people. You know, to me, that's kind of become a mission to me, to reach out to transplant recipients. You know, that's really kind of something I'm very, very interested in because I feel so blessed myself. I can't say enough things about UAB and the people that work here. I mean, they're just all incredible. I had the best care that I could possibly have gotten anywhere that I can imagine.